All right.
All right, welcome back to session 2 of Kids on Bikes.
I'll do the recap.
I'd like to give a recap. Yeah.
I'll do the recap.
Yeah, you dirtbag dad.
Yeah. In a land far, far away of Des Moines, Iowa, lived our heroes.
No,
I know it's
Minnesota.
Yeah, right, dude. This guy
Des
doesn't
Moines,
even know the name of the city he's superintendent of.
it's something like Mont something.
Yeah.
Like it's
Grand
Grand. It's like
Marais.
Grand Marais.
Oh,
Minnesota.
I was going to say Mont Blanc. I was like, that's
Here,
a perfume.
pop up a photo of Grand Marais, like as we're talking.
Wow.
Oh.
You're like, add that in post.
We got a couple characters coming out.
Post?
We got Kyle, our resident, jock bully. We have, is it Leslie?
Yeah, Leslie.
Yes.
Yes.
Leslie over here as our resident nerd. Myself as Edward Miller. And I am the superintendent, gunning for the superintendent role. I always got to fight against Johnny Goldstein, the other superintendent. That's a different story arc. And I forget what Will's character's name is. I'm thinking of Napoleon Dynamite only. That's the one
You don't even
It's
know
actually
the
Kip.
name of your own
I
son.
100% I know.
That's how much he cares.
He woke up thinking he was in Des Moines. I don't know if
Yeah.
we can really expect much.
What's my son's name again? It's Dan Miller.
Yeah, Stan, my son Stan over here. We're at a high school. I'll be honest, I forget the name of the high school.
Cook County High.
Cook County High, right? And so a couple of us are students there. That would be Kyle and Leslie. Stan has been commissioned by Radio Shack in order to go set up some new computers, and I have been checking in on the school as it's been, not been doing the greatest in test scores, and I need to revitalize the whole school by talking to the principal.
Right now, it's after school, correct?
Yes, first day
I
is
believe
complete.
we left off with Leslie arriving at the Radio Shack. And
Yeah, Leslie went to go play his NES, and he saw a note from Kyle said, "Hey, gotta borrow this for a second." And so he went
Well,
to.
I
Definitely
thought
happened
And
after
then-
had
school.
nightmares.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so we all had some
Oh yeah,
nightmares.
nightmares. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I get about that.
We each had our own incident of nightmares. Stan while he's working on the computers. Myself when I was looking into the mirror after my third dose of aftershave. Kyle, and I forget what yours was. Is yours also? And then Leslie, I also forget yours. Maybe I shouldn't have done the recap, but but we all had our own.
Anybody chip in?
We all had our certain nightmares, and so
Oh,
there's something a little bit strange that's gone afoot because Valerie, Kyle's little girl toy over there, she ran up and slapped Coach Sheriff, as Coach Sheriff was a substitute for Miss Johnson, I believe. Is it Miss Johnson? Yeah. So something strange afoot. We don't know why Miss Johnson is missing. She was a no-call, no-show. Coach Sheriff stepped in. Ashley, seeming like almost in an out-of-mind state, ran up and slapped Coach Sheriff. And there just seemed that there's just more strange things that are, happening. We don't really know what's under the surface. So the first night has concluded. I think that we're all in our homes. Leslie got got to see Stan in all his glory with him practicing his Enter the Dragon routine. I believe that we're ready for the next day, if I remember correctly.
yeah. My nightmare was giving a speech, and like nobody cared to like hear me talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't even care when you were naked.
Also, like right before I went to bed, I was
Yeah.
like, weird. My sister hadn't called in forever.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Odd.
Odd.
It is very odd.
What was her name again?
He doesn't even remember it. Just like me with my own son.
Odd. Something's really suspicious if you don't remember her name. No, that's Amelia. Yeah, so it is now the next morning, and everybody's waking up, getting ready for their routines. Tell me who you think's awake first.
I feel like I would, have a pretty good chance of being the first one awake. Well, no, last time it was Stan who was awake before me, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You would wake up to hear me doing my morning routine. A bit more air punches. Today's the day, Dad.
Love it.
And I'd say like if you panned a camera over to like a little cassette player that Stan's got on his waist, like headphones on, the mixtape reads Stan's Kick-Ass Mixtape.
Yeah.
Bad to the bone. And Heat of the Moment is playing currently.
No, I literally curated a playlist exactly for this, but it will reveal itself in time. So I do my morning punches and go over to the fridge to stomach some raw eggs again.
On in the ride.
Give me a grit roll.
I think mine is 8. Find it again. It is D8.
James, do you have like written
Alright.
down what my dice were?
I got a 6.
I should somewhere. Did I not send it in the?
Yeah, it should be in the Discord. Everybody should.
Better pull those up too. 1 second.
I have a file for it, but it's blank, so I may have. forgotten this.
There's definitely screenshots of everybody's in the Discord, except for Evans, because James made his.
Hey, wait, you said adults get 3 talents or whatever they're called, right?
It's like 2 plus the one that comes on their sheet.
I
I
don't
think
know.
is what it is.
I don't know what 2 plus the one that comes with.
You simply get 3 talents. Like I think there's already 1 marked by default, and then you can pick 2.
Is there a website for this?
I don't think there's a default when I picked it. I hate to be checking this again.
No, it's all good. Better now than later.
Is there like a generic kids? I want to see if there's a kids.
Can I put a file in here for Evan to be able to? See?
Yeah, the PDF for adults doesn't have a checked one already. Oh, but I do see that you get a +1 to grit by default, so I guess technically I got a 7. Is that how that works?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be like a flat pass. You don't enjoy yourself, but like you get it down.
Sod
You're not nauseous.
Sod and Rocky.
Yeah. Your discipline might rise a little bit from that because you still are not at the place to enjoy that. But you did not get salmonella today. Sorry, I'm still looking for that.
Okay, it needs a
Character
second to
sheet stuff.
process.
I sent one in the general chat.
Okay.
I meant to.
Okay,
say-
for the character ages, children receive quick healing automatically and cannot take rebellious. Teenagers automatically receive rebellious. Adults automatically receive skilled at blank as a strength.
Oh,
This will correspond to your profession, either legal or illegal.
correlated
When
to
rolling stat
profession.
checks, add +1 to their brains and grit checks.
He's gonna
even if they
add
aren't. Yeah.
skilled at nunchucks.
I mean, if you want to, I'll allow it, but it'd be like
I'll do-
specifically a nunchuck check.
Yeah,
You just
I'll
get
do
+1.
skilled at computer.
Okay, that works too. So any like brains related, any check related to a computer will get +1 regardless. Sweet. Okay. So right about this time, does anybody's morning routine include like watching the news?
Bro,
I would
what?
say
What's
mine.
Like if is it playing in the background like for would your parents be watching it? If not, that's okay. Don't have to say
Oh
it.
heck yeah, dude! My dad works for the government. He's always watching the news.
Y'all got a dad? My
Right,
mom
so-
is normally cooking breakfast.
I wish I didn't
Okay.
have a dad.
I'll trade. Kevin just wants
I wish I
love,
had a
man.
better son.
Your
Trust
name's
me,
Kyle. Shut up.
Kyle. You don't want this.
Oh no, I feel like I'd
So-
make him proud.
Right around this time, Ed's phone rings.
Okay.
Ed, we hate to inform you this, but as superintendent, we felt like you should know immediately and make the best decision for the safety of our students. But there's been an incident at the theater last night, and the circumstances are so uncertain, but there have been 10 left dead, and it's
10?
not quite clear. 10.
How did this happen?
The details are really unclear. There was some fit of passion, and it doesn't seem like anybody's made it out. Coach Sheriff's not available to sub today, obviously, because he's going to be on his sheriff duties today. But we felt we should leave the decision up to you. Should school continue today, or do you think a cancellation would be safer? I know you're going up for superintendent, and the test scores could hang in the balance as well. So,
Are there any important tests that are being taken today?
well, as you know, our state tests are just around the corner.
That's true. Man, I really want that superintendent job. How about this? We keep this under wraps. We'll let the kids to go to school today. That area I want to block off entirely. No one goes in or out except for authorities, local police. We don't want to cause, a stir, a commotion, or anything like that, right?
I mean, I'm with you, sir. However, you are a school superintendent, not the governor. But we'll do what we can, sir. We'll make sure all of our our truancy officers will be on lookout.
Has no one else called? Is no one else looking into this other than Coach Sheriff? I mean, by God, there are 10 kids that are killed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I may have misunderstood there, but there's actually 10 adults. But we
10
just since there's such uncertainty around the circumstances, we figured we'd let you know.
That makes things different. Adults are so much more important.
No, like enemies, just like ice.
Adults
By
can vote.
By the way,
Adults,
I'm still standing as blaring as Kevin wakes up.
and there's no information right now.
I mean,
Oh,
you're
he's in the
welcome to call around or watch the news for further updates. But as far as we know, there was just some form of massacre.
Let me call Coach Sheriff real quick, and can I call you back in a second? Is that okay?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
I want to go ahead and I want to call Coach Sheriff.
You've seen
Hello?
every 80s movie, right? As they kick up out of bed and they're sitting there dancing in front of the mirror. That's Kevin currently.
Like brushing your hair.
He's singing
he
into the
for-
airbrush. You got to.
He forgoes the Queen shirt.
Yeah.
He has Elton John shirt, man. He puts it on.
Yeah.
It looks
He's a rocket man.
Effeminate, but it's okay.
It's okay. This is my favorite song, by the way. As a straight man, I said that, by the way. A straight man. You just fell in
I don't
with
think
me.
any of us are questioning that. Anyways, Coach Sheriff, did I hear right? There was a massacre that happened.
There's massacre is certainly one way to put it. Some sort of incident here. We're still putting the pieces together, but we seem to have a couple couple perpetrators, and we believe that all of them were actually killed in the incident. However, who can really be sure?
Is there any evidence to suggest murder? Was it an accident? Do we know?
Well, the perpetrators we have, who we're still trying to identify, they all have blood under their fingernails and bruising on their hands and feet, and just lots of evidence of an altercation.
Interesting. Students can't take tests if they're dead. Okay. I'll meet you down there. I need to make another call real quick as well. I want to call back the principal, whoever called me.
Okay. Yeah.
Principal?
Yes, sir.
Yes. I changed my mind. We're going to cancel school today. We want to make sure that, obviously, student safety is of the utmost importance, but we need to get to the bottom of this to see what happens.
All right. That sounds good. Now, Mr. Superintendent, as I understand it,
That's super
You're really,
and sir to you.
Super Mr. Intendant, sir.
That's right.
I've met some interesting characters who, well, I've let them know of your ambitions, and let's just say that if you get a chance to stop by the Velvet Lounge today, you might find some interesting prospects.
Ah, yes, the
And then
Velvet
he's
Lounge.
just gonna
Do I
kinda hang up.
recall what the Velvet Lounge is?
Yeah, it's just kind of like the local bar. It's a little bit more of a
Oh, so it's
kind of
not
got
like
a speakeasy feel to it, more so than a pub.
I thought it sounded like a strip club, honestly. So
Well, it's not the housewives' favorite location for their husbands to visit, but it's not
I
an
bet.
outright strip club.
okay, just just a nice place to go to after work.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead. I want to call Stan. Is Stan? I'm assuming you left already.
Yeah, I would have been off to work like pretty quickly.
I want to go ahead. I want to call Radio Shack.
Yeah, Radio Shack. You need it? We got it.
Is this Stan?
Uh,
I don't know, the 80s.
yeah, is that you, Dad?
I was born in the wrong
All
generation.
notes, man.
Yes. I have a question for you.
I
I don't know if you've
Okay.
heard already. There's people who have showed up dead at our school. One of our schools, Cook County. You were there yesterday, remember?
Yeah. Well, what
Wait,
the...
wait. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
It's not at a school. It's at like a random place. They were just calling you.
Yeah, it was at the theaters.
Yeah, I'll like grab her.
Oh. I thought you said theater, like how like high schools have theaters and everything.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the cinema, the only cinema in town.
Thanks.
The superintendent's clueless.
That's a good movie that come out in '84.
Was it a school theater in Iowa?
Oh, okay. That would totally change my
I
decision.
canonically
then.
know what they were seeing already.
What were they saying? What was they showing?
Ghostbusters.
Can I
Beverly Hills
retcon
Cop.
myself? I misunderstood.
It's a good movie.
The kids are going to school today. I changed my mind.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hi,
Sorry. I'm going back
you've
and
reached the office of Mr. Rhett Khan.
Mr. Khan. Rat, listen, I got to talk to you, buddy. Yeah,
It's
sorry.
alright.
I was under the impression that this was like a school theater, not like a movie theater.
No, okay. I
Okay,
understand
yes.
the confusion with the kids and adults.
Yes.
too,
Okay.
so.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
we're good. We're good.
Okay. Yeah, they're going to school.
Did you still call me
Um,
at Radio Shack?
Sure. It's fine.
I don't know.
Son, you're into movies, right?
Yeah, I'm in the. What's my favorite movie?
Enter the Dragon.
Probably one of those Chinese fighting. I don't know, son. Listen.
The absolute disrespect from you. I'll hear you out though.
So there's been people killed at the theaters. Seems like a place that you probably would frequent. I know that you enjoy your movies.
Yeah, they don't really show the hits, the good stuff. They usually just kind of show whatever's recent, I don't frequent there that often.
Okay.
I got everything I need at home. And at Radio Shack, I got a spare collection. So, movie theater, don't need it. Haven't heard of
And
it.
honestly, Star Wars is so derivative of Akira Kurosawa anyway.
I know, right? It's literally just a samurai movie in space.
Yeah, sure. I don't know about these space hobos. Anyways. Okay. That's all I need. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for nothing. Bye.
So, Leslie, if the news is playing on in the background, you would see probably less detail than what our local officials have been led on to believe. But your dad, as the county tax assessor, likes to be in the know. So he's watching the news and he sees some details of 10 fatalities occurring at the Grand Royale Cinema. But otherwise, Kyle, what are you doing this morning other than singing into your mic? What do you do next? Or at your fresh?
I put the Elton John shirt, and then my dad, I hear my mom's like, I think you need to take a shower, hun. It's been a couple of days. I'm like, gosh, mom. I mean, fine. Take my shirt off. I'll go into the shower, bringing this like dope boombox that I got in there. Elton John. We just got the whole classics playing, and classics, stuff that come out last year. Showering, whatever, coming back, then putting the Elton John shirt on, jean jacket from yesterday, poofing it up, grabbing my Walkman, Leslie's, putting on headphones.
My Walkman too.
And I'm gonna slide down the, just like yesterday, I'll slide down the the banister as I go down. And then Kyle would just walk into the kitchen like, oh, okay, Mom, took a shower. What'd you make this morning?
Well, I made some. Do they eat grits in the north? They don't eat grits in the north.
Not really.
I made some scrambled eggs. It's just like a massive portion of scrambled eggs with nothing else.
I'd load up, a couple spoons, eat it real quick, drink my orange juice, throw the backpack over, and I'm like, can I take the bike to school today, Mom?
Your bike?
Yeah, I know it's like a couple of miles, but I can ride it.
Just make sure you bring your bike lock.
Fine. I don't know where it's at, but I was like, fine, I'll bring it. Like, bye, Mom. And I'll go out the front door, put my Walkman on, my headphones on, and I'm going to ride my bike to school. First time there's been a bike mentioned on Kids on Bikes, by the way.
Yeah, honestly. And like,
I have a bike.
as you're decently far away from your house, about to turn the corner, you see like there's a police car that pulls into your mom's driveway, but you're like,
I'll kind of stop for a second and look back and just be like, nothing to it. As I see like the buses going by and I see Leslie just sitting there like watching like yeah, this is cool. You having to ride the bus, nerd?
do you yell anything into the window?
No, just like you just gotta look at it as I ride. Notices the Walkman. I flashed the
I'm
Walkman.
gonna slam a note onto the window of the bus where I am, and it's like, "Thanks for the Walkman, nerd."
Thanks for the.
It's
Well-
from you. It's from Kyle.
And I'll ride my bike to school. That's hilarious.
I love it. All right, Stan, as you get to Radio Shack, your boss says, Stan, you're at the store last night.
I mean, yeah, you gave me a key to the store. I thought you said it was like okay to be here late at night.
Well, you know, you're typically one of my more trustworthy employees. However, we're actually missing some of our radio equipment, and I was wondering if you knew anything about that.
Okay, that can't be possible because I did inventory before I got off shift. I didn't work last night, and I didn't touch your damn radios. I
Well, we're missing.
had my VHS tapes, and I put it in one of the little tube TVs. I can't even get the voice right now. Fuck.
Well, anyway, unfortunately, our cameras were down, and we didn't see any of this. But if you see anything suspicious, let me know. And I got my eyes on you too.
Well, okay, so last night, I can recall the events in my head. Leslie, who's in high school, maybe you see him around, regular guy, regular customer. He's come into the shop before, and he came in last night, and I don't know. I was doing my own thing, and then the lights started blinking, and maybe there was a surge last night. I don't know, but I couldn't watch my movie for about 30 seconds, and it really bothered me.
Okay, Mr. Poltergeist, whatever you say there. I'm not sure what I think about you bringing in any riffraff thug off the street into Radio Shack in the middle of the night. But he doesn't sound very reputable.
Are you saying I brought someone in for the radio equipment? No, you've seen Leslie in here. He's a common dork.
Oh, the little guy?
Yeah.
Oh, you should have said so sooner. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
How many guys do you know named Leslie?
That's a great point.
Town isn't even that big.
That was a common
Leslie
name
just
change.
cannot stop catching strays anywhere.
Listen, I have a hostile environment at home, and right now, my workplace, which is sometimes my secret abode, is now a hostile environment too. And apparently, I don't have a single place to go to in this town right now.
Well, that's where you're wrong, because there's still a few more computers to install. Our honorable coach sheriff, he's got an office at the campus that still needs some computers installed. So honestly, you're running late already.
Well, it sounds like the principal didn't. Do they have like an order form or something? Is there like a contract saying where they want this shit?
Hey man, stuff was just invented. Well, anyway, I assure you all the paperwork is orderly, and I've taken the liberty of loading up loading up the radio wagon back here to make your installs.
The nerd herd.
Is that a Chuck reference?
That 100%
Yeah, it
is a Chuck reference.
I'm gonna go.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks. And like snatch the form out of his hand and make my way to the car.
Sweet.
Actually, it's called the stand van when I'm in there. All right.
Okay, whatever you say, man. And yeah. So, you guys have chemistry again this morning coming up. Kyle and Leslie.
I'll come in like, be like, Miss Ashley.
So, as you yet
Pop back
again,
down again.
as you
I
yet
missed
ag-
you yesterday, honey buns.
Oh, Ashley's your boo thing. I forgot.
No, what was so what's the name of the teacher? Miss Johnson,
Miss
right?
Johnson.
The teacher's supposed to be Miss Johnson, who is
Yeah,
go
I'd
ahead.
be like, Miss Johnson. I missed you, honey
You-
cakes.
You open the door, and for the second day in a row, you're like risen up a whole dude.
Oh God. Where's Miss
So
Johnson?
in Miss Johnson's place, you see a man in a black suit and a black tie, like sunglasses tucked in his pocket, got like the earpiece and everything. Looks way too professional for this little
Now,
rural town high school.
I'm no mathematician or chemist in this case, but you're not Miss Johnson.
Well, what an astute observation.
Now, what did you do with her? Because look, Kyle needs her, okay? Because this class sucks. Everybody here sucks. But you know who doesn't suck? Leslie, who doesn't suck? Miss Johnson. Thanks, Leslie. So, where's she at?
Well, Miss Johnson didn't show up today yet again. How unprofessional of her. But I assure you, you'll be very entertained through our class today. And he goes up to the same TV, and like in place of the old football videos, he puts in like a Red Scare like propaganda video. And you're just like learning about the dangers of communism.
So as I'm walking like toward my
80s.
I want to eject my dope Elton John CD, put it in my pocket. I'll unplug the Walkman. As I'm walking by, I'll put it on Leslie's chest. Like, thanks, let me borrow it, kid. And I'll pop back behind him. Oh, you know, there's something in return I need.
This had a mixtape in it.
There's something.
From Stan.
I need something in return. I gave you something.
Wait.
You give me something.
This is already mine.
I give you something. You give me something. It's simple.
Okay, well, give me Stan's mixtape.
Give me my homework. You might get the mixtape.
I'll leaf through the organized folders again and pull out and give him his.
And I'll toss him back his mixtape. It was okay.
Stan's greatest hits, volume 2.
Not enough Queen. Not enough Queen. Not enough Elton John.
Yeah, because it says greatest. I was just like,
Are you dissing Queen? Say one more thing about Flash Gordon.
pay attention. This stuff can save your life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'll turn
It's like
over and
telling
be.
you
I'll turn over and be like, Valerie. It's kind of a weird. Where's Valerie?
Valerie is sitting there, but she's got like the deadest expression on her face, and she's kind of like non-reactive to you right now.
Hell, I mean, I'm okay then. And I'll turn over to the right. Rachel.
Hello?
How's it going, honey? Got a date to the prom yet? My man Leslie needs one.
Give me a charm roll.
Ooh, that's my D20. Nat 20, boys. Oh,
Gosh.
oh.
So,
It
oh,
keeps
that
going.
explodes too.
Yeah, roll it again.
Roll
You get to
again.
roll it again.
I roll it again. 12.
Okay,
32
not that you really
shot.
need to do that. that's huge. But like Rachel like twirls her hair and she's like, "Yes, Kyle."
My man Leslie here needs a date. And think you two would work out.
She like turns her head towards Leslie, but her eyes don't actually leave you.
Could I,
Now,
like, while this is happening, can I like sneeze? Like,
and I'll reach over and like kind of caress her chin, like, oh wow. And I'll turn her to Leslie. Now, I want to whisper to Leslie, like, look, I know this year's been kind of iffy with us, but this is literally an alley-oop. You slam this home, you're in. You got a date to the prom. You're welcome. You're welcome.
That were
Just
two
like-
different sports references.
Do you want to make this goal or not?
Is that soccer or is that football?
It's actually hockey, numbnuts. Wayne Gretzky said shooters shoot and missers miss. And Wayne Gretzky doesn't miss. I could tell you don't watch hockey.
You miss the shots you don't take.
Oh, he's
Wayne
ooh.
Gretzky, Michael Scott.
I'll lean back and be like, Valerie, watch this.
Hello, Rachel.
Well, hi, Lester.
Leslie. I don't believe we've been able to make acquaintance yet, but we're in several classes together.
Oh, I'm sure. Give me just a charm roll already.
Oh gosh.
What's your
Can I-
charm, like
Just to
4?
hit the vibe.
Can I roll assisted? Is that a thing that we can do in this game?
My charm is actually a D8. My flight is
Oh.
or my fight is a 4. So I got a 7. So could be worse.
Okay. Yeah. So she's like, she's not really into it per se, but she's so impressed with Kyle that she's like, maybe he is a little cute. Like,
And I'm just like looking at her like say yes.
and Leslie is like not asking me a question yet.
Oh yeah. Suffice it to say, I find myself dateless for prom night,
Yes.
and I was just wondering, would you like an escorta for the foray?
Give me another charm roll.
He's so good at this. He's too good. His role play is
I
too
got a
strong.
3.
It works.
just
Come
made
on, man. My
myself
nat 20's gotta mean something. It's gotta mean something.
She makes eye contact with Kyle and she said, I would love nothing more than to have one great night. So, yes.
And I want to look when she says one good night, great night and be like,
And she's like,
with you. Say it with you.
with you?
Oh, that settles it. Les, my man.
Fourth.
My man. And I turn around and just high five him. Like, my
And
man.
I'm gonna go for a fist bump.
We'll work on it, man. We'll work on it.
Leslie, roll a grit.
I don't know any of my.
Mm.
Oh, my grit is actually really good.
Oh.
I say that I got an 8, but my grit is my D20 stat.
Oh yeah. Well, you get a solid
Why is
solid
Brian
connection, even though it's the wrong
work
gesture,
on
but
it.
solid connection. I was really thinking it was about to be like your 4 or your 6, and you're about to like sprain your wrist.
Okay. Question. Is there any way like I can just slide her a note real quick, like after he turns? And I want to put, are you ready to play the greatest prank ever? Let's
To her
all vote him.
face.
Let's
She gets
all
like
vote.
the most devious smile.
Let's all vote him homecoming king.
Are you guys gonna
I'll-
drop pig's blood on me?
And she's full carry.
And then I want to look over and just be like, you see Agatha over there? And like it's like some huge like fat girl, like, ugly girl. Just be like, prom coming queen.
Prom coming queen.
Oh, that's right.
A homecoming, prom queen.
Around this
king and
time-
queen at prom, right? I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, prom king and prom queen.
Oh, I said prom coming. Hate my life.
Around this time, Miss Rhonda, the
So she's
the
in,
lunch
by the
lady-
way.
Yeah, she's in.
Oh, okay.
She just winks at you, just kind of implied. Miss Rhonda, the lunch lady, walks in and has like a box of prom decor, and she's setting it in that room. You guys would have known that Miss Johnson was involved in some of the prom planning festivities. As such a student favorite, she tries to keep involved with them in their activities. And as she walks out, you think that you catch the glance of her walking by a man.
Who's she walking in front of?
Just a man. You can't really make out clearly through the little like glass panel, but of the door. But you see that she wasn't alone in the hallway.
Interesting. I'm planning the most devious prank on Leslie, unfortunately.
Okay, what is Ed doing around this time?
The song was so good too. Ain't got the same soul. How I did over rock and roll.
Great question. I don't know. There's a part of me that wants to go kind of investigate a little bit, but then I don't know if Ed would actually do that.
Days of old.
I will. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll call Coach Sheriff.
Okay.
I'm getting I'm at home, still in my monograms, burgundy robe. First layer of aftershave has been applied. Coach Sheriff.
Yeah.
Hey, any update on what's happened at the theater? Any, like, do we know if it's like murder? Do we know if it's like crazy accident?
Well,
I'm already.
I'd say a bit of both. Oh, it's a whole baby. Yeah, definitely a bit of both. You know, as I said earlier, something suspicious was definitely going on, but I'm actually not on the scene right now. I plan to go back over there later today.
Okay. I also might need to call in a favor and have you substitute for chemistry once again, if you don't mind, once we get all this figured out.
That's actually covered already.
Covered? By
Yeah.
whom?
Oh, well, you know, I called in a favor with one of my associates. His name is Mr. Smith.
Do I know this, Mr. Smith?
Oh, I'm sure you've seen him around somewhere. I mean, I don't know. Do you know Mr. Smith?
I don't think I do know Mr. Smith.
You do not, like, as GM, you do not know Mr. Smith.
I say I don't know Mr. Smith. Let me go ahead and let me just go talk to him, if you don't mind. I like to know who's teaching the students at our schools.
Yeah, well, you're welcome to swing by the school and give him a visit.
Yeah, I'm
taking this call from my office right now. If only someone had invented some sort of phone where I could walk around.
Right? Aren't these cords so annoying to just,
Think-
you know,
Around that time, they had very early prototypes of walking, but the battery lasted
like the
only
brick?
like 20 minutes tops. It was very unusable.
Perhaps one day technology will get there.
Let me look. Now, first portable phone, 1983 by Motorola, and this thing looks like a
No way.
brick. Oh yeah, it's like the like really big one that he has in American
Oh, and those
Psycho.
were like major expensive too, right? Weren't those like crazy?
Yeah, the picture of this dude with him, you can just see how big these things are. Like those corporate phones.
Yeah,
My dad has one of those in his car.
that's sick. Yeah, so these definitely have not made their way to really anybody you'd know in Grand Marais.
Bet Johnny Goldstein has them. That leech.
Maybe if you get that promotion, maybe you'll be able to afford one. But that won't really help me.
Coach Sheriff, if you help me with this promotion, I'll trickle down. You ever heard of trickle down economics? Reagan ran on it.
Oh yeah.
At this time, the economy's doing quite poor. We don't talk about that.
Because of the commies.
It was because of Carter. But I digress.
Well, I got to be honest, Mr. Miller.
That's Mr. Superintendent, sir, to you.
I'm sorry, Mr. Attendant, sir.
Close enough.
I think it might be worth stopping by on Mr. Smith if maybe you want to fast track these promotions.
Okay. Let me go talk to him. I'll see you later, Coach Sheriff. Thanks for the help. I'll
Anytime.
drive over my Buick station wagon.
Sweet. Around this time, what is Stan doing?
I mean, I probably would have arrived at school by this point in the stand van, you know.
Yeah.
Would have done my same routine before. Obviously, probably showed up after classes had started and everything because I didn't know I was gonna be here to get today. So
Yeah.
I'll try to just like look at a map on a wall or something, find the principal I talked with him today.
Yeah. Give me a brains roll.
Okay, I think mine's a. Oh. Yeah, it is. The 12.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So
a-
you.
I'm gonna keep rolling until it stops. I'm at 24 now, dude. Oh my god!
36.
42.
That's
So,
insane.
what's the goal with the bust? What? Okay, question. What does it
Yeah.
do?
Yeah. So the thing with the exploding dice is that like there's never a DC that it's like impossible to hit. So like even if it was a DC of 20 and you roll a D4, you can still hit it if you explode enough. And then
Gotcha.
like there's like degrees of success. So like you don't have any crits, but like if you get plus 10, that's basically like a crit success.
Yeah, I instantly take a look at a map on a wall and just boom. I'm like a heat-seeking missile headed right toward his office, dude.
Yeah.
I know exactly the path.
You've got like the floor plan of the school kind of memorized. So like if you try to find your way around later, you're just gonna get there. No, you won't get lost. Yeah. So you said you're headed to the principal or to
The principal
start your
office.
install?
Yeah, well, because
Okay.
he was the one who I had talked to yesterday about like where to get it set up, and
Yeah.
on the form I was handed, I still don't know where I'm setting these up.
It's like you have perfect knowledge of the school, but it's like reading a doctor's prescription. It's like so sloppy.
Yeah, whoever
Just,
filled,
like,
out,
so
whoever
little
filled out the
information.
order sheet.
They just wrote technology. Yeah, so you come into the office and the principal's like visibly disappointed when he sees you. He's like, "Oh, this guy again."
Good. Well, yeah, you guys, according to our order form, you guys ordered like 12 computers. I already put in 5 yesterday. So, I don't know. I was told by my boss to get here. I got an order form that says you need more computers, but I don't know where the heck you want me to put these things because none of you decided to write down where you want them.
Well, this one's headed to Coach Sheriff's office, but
Okay, this one. But
I don't
what
like
about
your tone that you're taking.
what about the other ones that I'm supposed to put in after this one?
Well, that all depends on your father. I think you should take this up with him. I think we're pushing for a little more funding, but he's got a bottom line to meet in front of the board.
No, like
So-
you guys have 10 ordered. I've already. Yeah, I'll put it in his office. Fine. I'll come bother you about it later, and I'm just gonna like go back, grab all the crap that I need just for the one computer, and make my way to his office.
You tell me how you approach the door.
Yeah, I'm definitely like not really paying attention to the room when I open the door at all. I'm definitely doing more of a thing where like I have this huge box of crap that I'm carrying, and I'm like propping it up with my knee and everything, like kind of leaning against the wall a little bit, you know? You're carrying
Yeah.
a bunch of crap, open that with one hand, and like the door is fully wide open by the time I see anything.
Yeah, so as you kind of like burst up into this room, totally not expecting Coach Sheriff to be there because, like, you know, he should be out investigating for one, but also just being oblivious to whatever's going on. You're here for a job. You bust up in there and you see a woman who you wouldn't recognize, and Coach Sheriff just lips locked, not even realizing the door has opened. They're just like in the
mean,
heat of passion.
Yeah, door's wide open. I don't know how they wanted to do this.
They're really feeling it, and you also see, like, you know, there's several cans of this Mick Ultra that he's so fond of. So he's not in his best mental state either.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one hand and just like knock on the door, like really obnoxiously.
It still takes a minute before they like realize, like, you get like a little bit louder, and they finally like, well, son, we didn't see you there. What are you doing in my office? And he's like slowly going from like seeming embarrassed at first to now like you can see the anger kind of rising in him.
Well, I thought my job was done here too at your school, but I was told that I gotta put another computer in here.
Well, fine, but haven't you ever heard of knocking on a door?
Yeah, I did after I opened it. Haven't you heard of locking one, dipshit?
I don't think you could just come into my office and talk to me like that.
No, I probably can't, but I don't work for your school, so I kind of don't care.
He walks by you kind of like flared up, and he just like flicks you in the forehead, and the woman who's like wearing an apron, got some like food smeared on it. He hands her like a brown bag, and she tucks it away in her pocket and walks off back to the cafeteria. And Coach Sheriff starts to head out towards the front entrance.
As I put my computer equipment down, I look back in the direction of the door and I just go, next time when I got my hands free.
Totally could have taken him with some nunchucks. That's great.
Do you
Yeah,
or
so
do
as-
not like? Do you or do you not like carry nunchucks 24/7 though?
I wrote that down. I said, carries a pair of nunchucks because you never know.
Great.
That's so great. Would you have checked those in at the office, or are they still on your person?
Bro, it's the
This is
80s.
the
They didn't check
80s.
nothing.
They don't have
Bro,
9/11 hasn't happened yet. They don't care.
Right. No, they totally
Whoa,
wouldn't have
that's
taken it.
too-
I just was like,
that's too soon.
I was just wondering
That's
if
too
your
soon.
character would think himself so dangerous that he had to.
He checks in his own weapons. I love it.
No,
Sorry.
dude. He
He's like,
I'm too much
He's
of a
like-
threat.
he's like, I need to check these in. He said, lightning and a little thunder.
Yeah, you're gonna have to arrest me for possession of a lethal weapon.
Officer, I have a gun. I actually have two. So you have the right to remain silent. We told you not to come within 500 feet of this school.
So, as you start installing this this computer, there's several things that you notice. First off, you notice a picture of him with this same lady that you infer is the lunch lady. You also see on his desk, you have to move some stuff out of the way to like set the computer monitor there, and there is a sticky note with a phone number for a Mr. Diggs.
Okay.
You also see like a drawer that's kind of like jammed. Looks like it's been opened and closed a lot, but it's kind of stuck. Is there anything that you'd like to take a closer look at?
I mean, I'll definitely take a look at the drawer.
So you open up the drawer, and inside you just find like what looks to be like a massive collection of just all sorts of illicit substances that definitely should have made their way to the police department, but once confiscated, they kind of just ended up.
Yeah, does some of them
It's
still
this
have
drawer.
like evidence tags on them?
Some of them probably never even made it to evidence. Some of them definitely do have evidence tags. Some of them may have been sampled, and others, they seem to be kind of actually sorted a little bit.
Is there like weed or cocaine in here?
Yeah, there's definitely going to be both of those things.
Stan is gonna take like, I assume if there's like multiple bags,
Yeah.
I'll take one of each. Like,
Okay.
stuff it in my back pocket.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Write that down.
One more thing that you see is a movie ticket.
Oh. I don't know if I would have seen the news this morning though. It was like playing on a TV at Radio Shack.
You know, your dad told you that there was like a killing at the theater.
I did call you this morning.
Personally called you,
Oh. Yeah.
but you also let your dad
Yeah.
call, and you're just like, gosh, get off the phone, Dad.
What movie? You said Beverly Hills Cop, right?
Yeah, I don't know if your character would know that, but that is definitely the movie on this ticket.
Okay. And it has like yesterday's date for showtime and everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stuff that in my back pocket too.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't think anything of the phone number on the desk though.
Okay. Sounds good. And then as you turn the corner, one last thing that you see is a cardboard box that has like, it's definitely from Radio Shack.
Like it's a completely different box.
Yeah. It's just like Not it didn't come in with you, but you like there's like the logo on the side of the box, you know.
Right from the TV that he wheeled in to show his highlights.
Yeah, I'll open it to see if there's like any equipment or like see if there's an order form or something in there.
So you see an order form, and like inside the box is just like, you know, packing peanuts and plastic and stuff. But on the order form, this was a box that was actually shipped, and it was addressed to 51 County Farm Road.
Okay. What does the date say at all?
It's about probably be 2 weeks ago.
All right. I'll take a mental note of that. I'll go ahead and just take that.
Yeah.
51 County Road, you said?
County Farm Road.
And I'll just get back to setting up the computer.
All right. Around this time, Ed would probably arrive at the school.
I would. Would I see Coach Sheriff walking out at all? Possibly.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's
Okay.
he's headed toward the door, going your direction when you walk in.
Coach, I want to shake his hand.
He like tips his hat and is like about to try to walk past you.
You said Mr. Smith, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I got distracted there. Yeah, Mr. Smith is just down the hall in Miss Johnson's room.
Miss Johnson
We
was on
had-
a no-show?
Yeah. I'm sorry if no one let you know. I know there.
Yeah.
It's been a crazy day.
Interesting. 2 days in a row. Okay, I'll have to talk to the principal about this. If this happens again, would you mind checking out, see if she's okay? Just drive by her house. Just let me know if she's okay. Just not today.
Or
If it
we
happens
can
down
make
the
a well
line.
visit. I
Yeah.
mean, we're a little bit packed here with
Yeah, I understand.
you know.
Yeah.
But I'll
Okay.
put it on my list.
Okay. All right. I'll see you around.
He walks out.
Yeah. I want to go to the chemistry class.
Okay.
And I'm assuming class is just going on as normal. And yeah.
Watching the like atomic bomb drill, you know, VHS.
Mr. Smith, I presume.
And who are you?
I want to motion him out on the hallway. Please, a word.
He kind of like sighs and then walks towards you.
How have I never met you? I know all of the substitutes who come into this high school in this district, and I've not met you before.
No, sir, you haven't. I'm a bit of a kind of a specialist, I'd say. But you know, I think I'm the less interesting one of us. I think I'm a little bit more interested in you.
And why do you say that?
Well, superintendent, you know, it's got some nice ring to it. But have you ever dreamed of more?
You know what? Now that you mention it, there is a bid for a superintendent coming up.
With all due respect, sir, I think you'd be a good man for the job. However, wouldn't you like to serve your country?
What do you mean?
I think the rest of the conversation might be better in private. but give me a call or perhaps swing by the Velvet Lounge. after
How do I
school
know
today.
that you're not lying, bluffing?
He just smiles at you and closes the door.
I will take a look at the card, and I'll just make a mental note as I think I'll just like walk around the school for a little bit just to kind of just case the grounds, see how everything's doing.
Okay. Yeah. Around this time, the class would actually be just about to end. I'd say you probably got down the hall, around the corner, and the bell rings.
As we're like, I kind of in class, be like, Leslie, after school, me and you, we're going prom shopping. My mom let me use her credit card. She just gave it to me. And I want you to just quickly just remember this morning as you were leaving for school, you're like, your mom was like, am I missing my credit card? Have you seen it? You in?
Seeing
could
as
go-
though I have a date now,
we
it's
could-
time
we-
to get serious.
We could go right now. We could just skip second period.
You cut class?
No. Maybe something like that. All the cool kids are doing it.
Yeah, but
Don't fear the Reaper, man.
who's this? Eric!
It's Eric. Eric.
Eric Pache.
He saw my message on Instagram and he was locked in. He said, "You know what? I will roll some dice."
You know
And
what?
I'll be like, "Go."
Roll
Go.
some dice.
What's up, Eric?
Eric's one of the cool guys.
Hunch.
He's like John, like one of my buddies in school. He's one of the cool kids.
I like to fall over into ponds.
And so I tell Leslie, like, all the cool kids are doing it, bro. You want to be one of us? You skip school. We go buy some bad to the bone prom clothes. We'll
Which
get
is
you a tub.
absolutely just like an oversized, massive suit.
We'll
Yeah,
get
we
you a
just go to
cut.
like a rent-a-suit place.
We'll get you a cool cut. Bro, I'll have you looking right. Rachel, she might even touch you.
Well, we haven't coordinated on what colors to wear yet,
Look,
so that would be really awkward if
Oh,
I got my suit before.
no. It's fine. Look, whatever she wears, I promise you, it'll work. 100%. You gotta trust me, man. And then you buy the suit. And then like you just tell her at school tomorrow, like, hey, I'm wearing a black suit. You know, wear this, and she'll be like, okay, I'll make sure it matches. It works. Foolproof.
I'd hate to be an imposition.
Fuck could it hurt?
But since you're already skipping, I could cut loose.
You could cut loose.
A little.
I need to celebrate.
You need to
This is my
live,
first
man.
Prom with a date.
This is your first prom. I know junior prom you didn't get to go. It's okay, but senior prom.
Wait,
This is-
canonically, what grade are we in?
You said you were a freshman.
Yeah, I said I was a freshman.
Oh, you're a freshman.
Am
Okay, I didn't know
allowed to
that.
go to prom? Wait,
Yeah.
what is Rachel in? Wait, did I just bag an 11th grader?
Oh, she's a junior.
never
This
go
is
to
junior
prom.
prom. This is 100% junior prom.
I would bet that at this school, it's probably like one of the proms where it's like combined.
Everybody,
Yeah,
yeah,
the-
everybody's
The
included.
town is small enough that they just like don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah, it's
I
everything.
thought it was gonna be a cool thing, like
You know
Probably
what?
even have like a
I'm the
couple
first freshman
homeschoolers.
I
ever
mean,
go to
hey,
junior prom.
it still probably
Dude,
hasn't
she's a-
happened. in a
she's a
while.
sophomore. She's a sophomore. You punched above your weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Punching up.
So you in? Are you out?
Hey, listen, if she was a girl and she was breathing, I was punching up. So
It would actually make sense because Leslie would probably be like accelerating in his science classes. So Kyle
I'm,
and
like, a freshman
Rachel
in
are
there,
probably like juniors, sophomores, and he's like freshman, but he's already
Yeah.
there.
So you in or you out?
Will my mother find out?
No, I'll make sure she doesn't.
I'm in.
He's in, and I'll smack John. He's in. So we'll find a way. When everybody like kind of files out of the room, like because I'm assuming like the front door is to the right, like all the classrooms like to the left, and we'll just go right out the front door because there's no like security or anything. We just go out. We grab John
absolutely.
with us too.
It's
which
the
is Eric's
80s. You could probably go eat lunch
Yeah.
off campus and be chill.
Yeah.
Are we passing by the smoking tree where all the the cooler kids are smoking?
Yeah, that's the starters. We can't hang out with them. We got to keep level with the backups. That's us.
Yeah.
Just a quick question. As I'm walking around the premises, would I notice that they are missing around or skipping class or
Give me
anything?
a brains roll.
Ooh, that's a
Ooh,
12.
can it go against our sneak? Is there a sneak? Because we go against it.
Let me see. I think there's something like that.
I've got a good flight. Maybe it's flight.
I would say flight. Yeah.
Oh, kind of.
I
You
gotta-
rolling? What's your flight?
I don't think it really matters. I got a 2.
I think my flight's pretty okay.
Okay, I got a D12. Ooh, I rolled an 11 on a flight.
I rolled a 2, so I don't think it really matters.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
Nice.
totally gonna charm us out of it, even if you did see us. I was fixing to put the geek on. I was gonna say that we're helping out. I got a 10.
Okay. So John's with us too, which is Eric's character.
But Eric can name his own character.
Yeah.
You haven't.
Whatever. You're one of the backups.
Yeah.
You're one of the backup wide receivers. You're a cool kid.
You want to play with us, Eric?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sweet. Do you know how it works?
You see, I figure I kind of got it right now.
Sweet. It's super easy. So there's 6 stats. 6 stats. Each one gets one
Yeah.
of your dice. You got strength, grit, brains, fight, flight, and charm.
Okay.
just
What do I roll?
assign each one of those one of your die types from D4 to D20,
Well,
and those are your only stats. And then you have the age
Also-
thing.
also
You
need
can
to
check the
ask
Discord for that.
who are scenario?
There.
My name's Dwight.
White.
I'm trying to think of what gaps need to fill, but honestly, all of them.
D-man.
Yeah, my name's Dwight.
Sweet.
I'm the cool guy. 6'2".
Oh yeah, you're one of the cool kids.
So I'd assume you'd be a friend of Kyle's then.
He plays wide receiver.
Dude, if
Yeah.
he's
We're both
6'2",
back up.
get him on the court. That boy be hooping.
We can't afford a bat. We don't have a basketball team.
Dude, basketball was all over the Midwest for
We have
a
cheer.
century.
That's fair.
Dude, our
We have
basketball
cheer and
team's
football.
integrated.
I transferred
From where?
Mississippi.
Please be a foreign exchange student. Oh, from
Right,
Mississippi.
from Mississippi.
Do I?
Bro,
A foreign exchange student from Mississippi?
Named Dwight.
An
no
exchange
less.
student from Vietnam.
I'm from South Memphis.
so you're from South.
You
You're from
got the
South
wrong
Haven,
accent,
Holy
Bubby.
shit.
You got the wrong accent.
bro. We talk like that, like in like the deep South. You're like from like Natchez or something.
Natchez.
From
Hey,
Natchez,
my boy lives on the
Mississippi.
Natchez Trace. Come on.
Bro
We'll
is like
never
out
drive
in
that
the
road again if I can.
bro is out in the boonies.
He said he wants to be from South Memphis, Maine.
Bro,
Maybe
South
Memphis.
Memphis. All right, South Memphis is just South Haven, Mississippi. That's South Memphis.
Oh, dude, I went to a band competition, South Haven. Oh,
It's nice. It's okay. They got a outlet mall now.
Good, those guys.
Does anyone want to fill in Eric?
Eric,
Or
we're
just keep
skipping.
rolling.
Eric, we're skipping school. My character's name's Kevin. Caleb's
Kyle.
character is named Kyle, and Caleb's character's name's Leslie. He's a nerd that we're trying to make popular. We're going to buy prom tuxedos.
Yeah.
Caleb, you gotta find you a sweet 1980s tux.
Also, there have been some murders
Oh yeah, 10 people
Right
died,
now,
but
we're really
that is
focused on prom.
facts. We don't. Me and you don't know about the murders, so it's not like we care.
Like maybe like loosely. My father works for the government.
Yeah.
Is your dad gonna legit say, "Son, 10 people was murdered today"?
I don't know.
No, it
You
was
see all them
definitely-
suits in the school?
It was definitely on the TV when Leslie was getting ready for school.
All right,
Yeah.
1980s tuxedos.
And to fill you in on Evan and I, Eric, Evan and I are in
Oh, I forgot about you.
a sort of, I guess, side plot. We're doing something else. So I'm a 23-year-old, still living at home, working at Radio Shack, and Evan is playing my father, who is the superintendent for this school county.
School district.
I'm also
yeah.
very verbally abusive against my own son as well.
I found your
We love to see
tux,
it.
bro. Oh, I found your tux for real.
I'm looking it up. Hold up, let me see.
Hold on, I'm sending it in general. You got two choices. Hold on. Oh, if it was sand, it won't send. How do you send it? How do you send it? It ain't letting me send for some reason. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Man. Okay, we found Caleb's tuxedo. His was better. What did you look up? 1970s tuxedo?
No, I just said men's 80s prom suit.
You don't think the
Okay.
picture you posted last week is good?
Which one?
Oh, wait. Oh, the powder blue. Toby posted one.
I did too. Didn't I? Did I?
Where was that?
We keep sending stuff in the general on accident.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the white with all white with the blue.
Where's that at?
It's in 1 to 2 to 3 shots. Which is a hilarious name, whoever made that up.
It really is. I feel like we're trending on 3-shot right now, but I
Oh,
don't
dude,
mind that.
that's you and Rachel.
That doesn't look nothing like me.
I thought you said that because that was supposed to be you.
I thought that was
That
you.
is- That is me, but it's funny. All right, that could be me. That's me.
Yeah, you're like, let me get the dude in a tux and a bullet.
Yeah, and so that's Ashley, and I think she's like a smoke show.
Meanwhile, your first girl is like borderline comatose.
Yeah, but
Comatose, half-hearted, room temperatures fly.
okay. Well, we found my suit. We found Caleb's too. That one was
I'm just
pretty
gonna
good.
take this as your game shopping.
I'll take it.
What we doing?
This is your shopping in game.
Okay, we're shopping. Yeah,
Oh,
No, we
then
like-
I
we
gotta
like-
find my tux.
we roll up to the mall. So like we're headed to the mall. I let Leslie hop on my bike on my 10 speed.
Oh, dude, I get him on the on the little pegs.
ET. Oh,
Hold
okay.
on to his shoulder.
And we start.
Oh, wait,
we
you want
start.
me on the handlebars or you got pegs, bro? I know you got.
Yeah, I
pegs.
got.
You roll.
Yeah, it's my 10 speed, bro. I do
I
tricks
ran
on
the
this
whole
thing.
way. I ran the whole way.
Nah, bro, you got
From
you got a bike. You got a bike too.
Oh, to the mall.
He ran from Mississippi to there.
That's why he just showed up because he's been.
Just we just got here.
Yeah, school started like
At the end of the
7,
semester.
like
Forrest
8
Gump
months
it.
ago. And I
Just
just
Forrest
kept
Gump just went off
running. And I just
I
kept
just
running.
ran and
Go back home. Your mom and dad miss you. He's like on the milk carton that I was using to eat my Wheaties this morning.
Great.
Bruce Jenner was
So-
on the cover of those Wheaties.
What you've missed so far is everybody is seeing kind of crazy things throughout their days, had really insane nightmares, and then when they woke up this morning, they found out there was a massacre at the theaters last night, and there are 10 dead, but the circumstances are kind of mysterious still. All right, let's pick back up with Ed.
Where did I go to? I'm walking around the school, aren't I?
Yeah.
So as to.
I don't know. I think I'm just like walking around, just like see if I like notice anything out of the ordinary. So I'm just gonna make my patrols around the school hallways and everything like that.
Message in a
Yeah,
bottle, yeah.
as you're doing that, you're kind of in the middle of a bell change. I imagine you kind of do this for a while, and you come across the cafeteria, and you see this lady that you would know as Miss Rhonda, and she walks in, and she's about to start cooking, and normally that would be nothing weird, but you kind of notice like a weird like brown paper bag that's like, it's kind of peeking out, looks like it's not really supposed to be seen.
Is there like a perception or investigation check in this?
No, there's not, and I wish there was, because I keep like wanting to call a roll for it. I guess I could call like brains.
I could try. I see here. It's like got a D12.
But just in general, for the sake of this like mystery of it, it's probably more interesting for you to find facts than to not find them. So I've just been kind of liberal with them.
Yeah. Like, what does this brown bag look like? Like, is it like a small one, like a big one next to her, or like is it like in her back pocket?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's been folded up. Maybe it's like bigger than you'd normally stick in your pocket, so you kind of see it bulging out. But she's kind of like, you would read on her body language that it's like not casual. Like it's not abnormal to see somebody with something in their pocket, but like, you can tell someone's about to shoplift because they're kind of shifty, and she's kind of got that same like suspicious vibe about her.
I'll go up and talk to her. Miss Rhonda, how you doing?
Oh, Mr. Williams.
Mr. Superintendent, sir.
Super Mr. Intendant, sir.
Yeah, close enough. No one ever gets it right. Anyways, just checking in. How are you doing?
Well, the school lunches aren't going to cook themselves.
That's right. I always like to check in on my my lunch ladies. They're part of the backbone of the school. Yeah, wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like to flatter myself, but I certainly like for you to flatter me.
Me too. I like me. I sure like. Is everything all right, Miss Rhonda?
Well, I don't know what you mean.
No, I don't know. Things have been like kind of weird around here. I'm sure you heard on the news, right? Massacre on the theater.
Oh, the theater, yeah.
Yeah.
Tragic stuff.
Yeah,
And to think in a small town like Grand Marais.
I know. Crazy how Des Moines, Iowa, just such a but just checking in. Just checking on how everyone's doing mentally. So,
Well, stress is high. You got to get
Yeah.
those test scores up, I mean, you
That's
of all
right.
people should know that.
I do. Yeah. Oh, brown paper bag. I see. Have you also brought your lunch too?
Oh, well, that's just, it's something from a special friend of mine.
Oh, sorry. I don't mean to impede, but can I ask who?
Give me a charm roll.
Got a
He's
D20
charming
on-
the lunch lady.
Got a 19.
Oh, old Coach Sheriff.
Oh,
we're keeping things on the down low, rumors and high school drama.
Don't worry, your secret safe with me.
He's gonna
Now you
fire
wanna
her
know-
ass tomorrow.
Your secret is safe with me. You do know that eventually you're going to have to fill out, since this is school, this is a place of business, we're going to have to fill out a form of, just make sure everything is dandy. This press at the school that you guys are seeing each other, you understand, right?
Is all that really necessary, sir? I'm
It's just
sure that
procedure.
I'm sure that you wouldn't want for people to know the stuff that's going into these school lunches.
Is that a threat, Miss Rhonda?
Oh no, I would never.
Oh. Okay.
I'm just saying that, we try to save you as much money as we can.
Yeah.
sir.
And what is going on to these school lunches, Miss Rhonda, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, perhaps we better have this conversation another time, sir.
Perhaps we should. I'm thinking of, in my mind, I'm thinking about like Coach Sheriff and Miss Ron and everything.
Mhm.
Coach Sheriff, I guess, already left and everything.
Yeah.
I might go by Coach Sheriff's office. Just stop by.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to check out in specific?
So there are some, she like kind of like mentioned that, they're a little bit like a blackmail threat. So
Yeah.
just maybe some dirt I could get on her, probably from Coach Sheriff's office, maybe something like
You
that.
would definitely see. So you would definitely see the photo of her and Coach Sheriff, and give me a brains roll.
Got a 4.
Okay. You can tell from the photo that they may be a little bit inebriated, and you can tell that they're in a public place. You also would see the same drawer that Stan saw,
Yeah.
with all of the illicit substances.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna open that up. And
Yeah.
I guess
So you
there's
see
no.
them kind of sorted. You kind of see them sorted by like type of drug. You see your stimulants. You see your downers. You don't actually find any hallucinogens.
Is there cocaine left over?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take.
It's the 80s. There's always cocaine left over.
I know.
Like father, like son.
Yeah, I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take 3 bags of cocaine
Baby.
and stuff in my pocket for later. Maybe some for personal pleasure. Maybe some for
Yeah.
blackmail.
You would also have seen. You would have seen everything that Stan saw except for the movie tickets because he took those. So you would have seen Mr. Diggs' phone number. Who, just being a county official, you would know that's the tax assessor. And then you would also, one more thing, you would see his calendar, and you would see that he has a date planned tonight with Miss Rhonda at the lounge.
The Velvet Lounge. Okay, I'm gonna keep a mental note of that.
So the prom would be
Tomorrow night, right?
Yeah. I want to go over. Probably talk to Principal, whatever his name is, Fuller. Principal Fuller. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably go over to him. Talk to him for a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah.
First, let me check in on our teens here and see what they're doing.
So as we're headed to the mall, Leslie whispers to me and talks to me about this murder that he like kind of heard, and he's like, "Why are all these suits at the school?" And so I'm looking at Leslie like, "You want to swing by the theater and check it out?"
I think that they've probably shut that part of town down already.
Yeah, but isn't there like a gas station in front of the theater? I would doubt they would just close that part too, right? We could go in, get us a couple snacks for the mall, and look out the window.
I guess.
Sounds good to me, and I want to kick it into ninth gear and ride over to the theater.
Dwight is just running behind you.
Hey,
Is he like a true
Did you
Southern boy? He's barefoot.
did you see that chicken?
Oh, dude. Yeah, I saw that chicken.
Chickens
You got to
are
be
not
careful with them
in this
chickens.
area.
Chickens are wild, bro.
So you guys head towards the theater?
Yeah, we're gonna go to the gas station across the street.
Yeah. Okay. So you go to the gas station. I imagine you guys get some like snacks or Slurpees or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, as one does.
my treat. I pay for it all.
With my
Heck yeah.
mother's credit card.
No, you don't know that.
So, as you're kind of just like, snacking on your Slim Jim, you guys can kind of see through the window that there's police tape around the building. There's like the deputy is out there. Really fewer cars than you would think of for a crime scene, just because this is such a small town.
Mhm.
But there's also another man in a suit out there with the deputy.
Do we see like government vehicles or anything? I know Caleb's character said his dad works for the government. Do you see any kind of like vehicles he might drive?
Anybody who's checking out, give me a brains roll.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
You know, I was thinking with my brains the other day.
That's
We're
how
gonna-
you normally do it.
Find my D8. We'd be good. Okay. Oh, I rolled an 8.
And I'm
Hey.
not much for brains, but I do's got
Oh.
one.
Oh my god. Back to back 8, 16. That rolled a 6. It'll be 23, 24. Total?
Dang. What about you, Leslie?
I only got an 8. Sorry.
So, Leslie, you would kind of take a precursory glance and be like, "Bro, there's no." I don't know what you'd say, but you'd notice that there were no government vehicles as you recognize them. But as Kyle looks around, he would see that there were just some vehicles that had like a little bit peculiarities to them, like maybe they would kind of seem like an undercover vehicle, and not just like your standard black, like doesn't know it's a cop car, but like they're a little bit too pristine. They're a little bit the license plates are different, and he would catch that there was like bro, you're just not supposed to see that it's a government vehicle.
Leslie, those vehicles over there, they're not from this town. See the license plates on the back of them? They say like, where's like what would be like? Is this like the FBI or something, or we don't know?
West Virginia.
It's like Virginia license plates. And we're in Montana. When's the last time you met somebody from Virginia?
So
We're in Minnesota.
We're in Minnesota. We're actually in Mississippi. Ain't that right, Dwight?
Minnesota.
That's what I heard.
He's out there gnawing on like a 7-Eleven chicken wing.
Yeah, I like to.
What if we got a little bit closer and took a bigger peek? It'd be so cool.
Well, I ain't no chicken, so let's go in.
Absolutely. Take a couple,
Okay.
like as he takes a couple steps, I'll let him like be the lead.
Yeah. So,
So I'd like to walk up.
are you gonna walk up to like the deputy and the guy in the suit?
Yeah.
I'll be inconspicuous and kind of stayed back a little bit with Leslie. Like we're just kind of like looking around, like
Oh, I'm gonna
whoop-a-doop-a-doo.
bend down to tie my shoe.
Uh-oh.
Give me another brains roll while he's telling me what he's gonna do.
I'm
Kyle.
gonna
And
like
I'll-
walk up to the deputy. I'm gonna say, now I'm not from around here, but does this mean that y'all are mopping the store?
Guess you could say that. This is a crime scene.
I rolled a 1, by the way.
What kind of crime? Did the chickens come in?
Son, I don't know where you crawled here from. But
Oh,
we've got
I
some
didn't.
serious
I
work to
ran.
do. Give me a charm roll.
With the D100.
With the D100.
He rolls a 1.
With a D12.
All right, let me grab my D12. That is an 8.
Yeah, so they're like, they just think you're some. They turn to you and say like, "Okay, kid, you've got things to do. You've got places to be. I'm sure. Move along. We don't want any problems here."
Oh, don't worry. I was just checking if there was chickens.
They'd like look to each other and like whisper, and then they look back like we said, move along.
I'd like to whisper to Kyle. They don't know the real danger of chickens.
I think Kyle is like trying to sneak somewhere at this point.
Yeah. I'm just kind of looking. I'm like,
Well, like
Behind
I
the-
turn
I'm
to
like-
Kyle and there's nobody.
yeah. I was going to be like kind of over toward the like, I was trying to be like over toward that undercover vehicle. And I was going to try to pop the trunk and see what was in there.
So yeah, like I don't see Kyle and I'm like turning around. Where you at?
So, let's see how to resolve these guys. How are you gonna try to pop the trunk?
Just like walk over and, kind of like inconspicuous, like kind of duck down a little bit, like, and just literally open the
You're
trunk.
gonna try to
Yeah,
okay,
like,
give me a. I guess a strength roll for that.
was it grit? Uh-oh.
Grit's like your toughness.
So what would
So
that
if
be?
you're, give me like strength, I guess.
So we fight?
It's just strength.
Where's that at?
A brawn.
Braun.
Oh, is that what it is? Brawn. I'm sorry, I wrote that down without looking at him.
Okay,
Brawn.
okay.
Yeah. Brains, brawn, fight, flight. Grit.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, so
I got a D1. I rolled a 1.
as you mess with this trunk, it does open, but you set off the alarm.
I want to quickly take a peek and see if I see anything, and then just be like, "Oh shoot!" And I'm gonna run and grab Leslie and Dwight and go hop on the bike and try to speed off.
Yeah,
And I'm
everybody
running.
give me a flight roll.
Like,
Pretty sure I'm really good at flight.
Let me give my flight roll real quick.
I got an 8.
I got a 9 against 10.
Oh, wait.
D2.
Oh, I got a +1. I got a 9.
I got
got
some
a-
9 even.
I got a 15.
Okay. Okay, so in kind of the chaos of this, Dwight is able to just run off while nobody's looking, but they quickly get into their car and turn on their sirens, and they are following this bike.
Oh, and so we're going down the neighborhood. We're going down the neighborhoods, bro. I'm taking a back, like to the left, just a cut down a neighborhood, like a road, and I'm going across the backyard, like going in
Yeah,
out.
give me one more flight.
I need.
Leslie, give me a grit to test your ability to hang on here.
All right.
I rolled an 8.
Got a 16 on that grit.
Okay, so Leslie is definitely secure. I would say that with an 8, you're not falling off your bike or anything, but they absolutely know where you're at, and they're the vehicle that you pop the trunk of is in pursuit as well. And
He's going down.
It's gonna follow.
That's
You said you're going off in the grass. Are you in a suburb?
Yeah, we're like in a suburb headed to the mall. So we wasn't a gas station. Like we're cut through the suburbs to head to the mall. I just keep kind of cutting, swerving in and out, and it's like, Leslie, what do you think? What are you thinking? What can we do to get out of this?
We need to ditch the bike.
Ditch the bike. I just got it for Christmas, bro.
10 speed.
It's the only thing that links us and them.
They don't know what we look like. We get the prom suits. It changes our identity. We keep the bike.
I had them sent to my house.
What? you got them sent to your house. Don't you live around here?
Yeah, well, I couldn't have them. We can't just carry them. They don't
Yeah,
come with
but-
a backpack.
Yeah, but I mean, you could have hoped. Do we really have to ditch the bike?
We can wait. We can ditch it at the mall.
At the mall.
You're right. You're right.
We'll be strangers in a sea of faces.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll cut in. We'll keep traveling into the mall, and as we get into the parking lot, we'll just ditch the bike there and kind of blend in with a bunch of people walking into the mall.
Okay. You're both gonna need to make me one more flight roll. This is gonna be a DC.
Is it more than one?
Say a DC.
It is definitely more than one.
We don't know what the DC is yet. Now he can re-roll.
Yeah. That's gonna be like a DC 17.
All right. I also rolled a 1.
All right. So as you guys ditch the bike, and I kind of imagine that you guys are still bickering, and the officer and the agent both get out of their vehicle, and the officer starts to try to talk you down, but the agent is coming up behind you, and he's gonna try.
Oh, can I reiterate real quick? Before we ditch the bike, can I toss the credit card, which is not mine and definitely stolen, and toss it in the bush or something like that over by? That way it's not on me.
Sure.
Okay. Your mom's gonna need a new credit card. Make sure it lands on the ground so somebody definitely steals it again.
Let's see. I'm gonna do this.
So we didn't buy the
That
suits,
explodes.
bro. So how we're not gonna be able to go to prom?
All right.
We got
I need
know.
Kyle to make a grit roll.
Oh yeah, against my D4. Here we go.
Oh gosh.
Oh my goodness, I rolled a 4. Okay.
It's a 20 to beat.
Okay. That was an 8. That was a 6. A 6. I
My
rolled a
boy
6.
just got tased.
Okay. So he just gets kind of bonked in the back of the head, just crumpled, knocked unconscious.
All right. I didn't hear any of that. My headphone unplugged.
You just got KO'd, knocked in the back of the head and crumpled.
He hit me, a kid? Bro,
Yeah.
I'm definitely suing.
We're criminals.
I'm sorry, Leslie. Forgive me for everything I've done.
We're criminals.
So Kyle is blacked out on the ground. How does Leslie? How does he respond?
I want to hit him with your judo, a succulent Chinese meal.
And they're just gonna come behind you and handcuff you.
A succulent Chinese meal.
Do you submit to it, or do you try to escape?
Dude,
Keep grabbing my penis.
I'm thinking about
Grabbing
doing
my
something goofy
penis.
like that.
What?
Nah, I'll just submit. I'll let him.
This is what
All right.
happens. This is what happens when he gets hit in the head.
All right, so you guys are loaded not into the police car, but into the agent's vehicle.
Can I like run up to the mall as they're getting loaded and like, guys, what happened?
Is are they still on the scene when you show up? Give me a flight
guess,
roll,
are they?
actually.
Like they're loading into the car, right?
Give me a flight roll to see how fast you got there.
Okay. Let's see here. It's a D20. That's an 18. He's fast,
awesome.
bro.
Yeah, so you run and you see them just being loaded in to the vehicle, door slams, and then you can react.
Okay, guys, are we gonna buy our suits?
Yeah, so
Kind of like a Napoleon Dynamite walk up.
What are the chances I would have? See.
you tell me.
Well, so were there more places to set up the computer other than?
Technically yes, but that's the only one that you'd received instruction on so far.
No, I'd still be at the school.
Okay. Well, go ahead and tell me what you're doing then, because you and Ed are both at the school right now.
I mean, I would have finished the assignment in the room, grabbed all the stuff, and I guess technically, since Ed walked in the room behind me, I would be elsewhere, basically trying to prod this principal for like whatever the heck the next assignment is.
Okay, so you're in the front office. Ed, tell me what you're doing.
I will be walking towards the front office, probably need to talk to Principal Fuller.
Okay, so you walk in the office and you see Stan there, kind of in the thick of arguing with this guy who's totally technology incompetent.
I just want to sit back and watch for a second. I want to watch the argument.
As I've said, where we put these computers depends on the funding that we get from your father. Hi, Mr. Miller.
Funding from where?
Well,
Yeah.
see, your visionary of a son here was just trying to figure out where to put these computers from the work order.
You don't
And
you don't ask to put computers in without spending the money first. You keep talking about funds, but I literally have the paper slip right here.
we're trying to get more computers than what we initially ordered and set up a whole computer lab.
Let me ask.
Okay, well, I still have 4 others in the back of the van to set up here.
What locations have been set up already?
So far, it's been the chem lab. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, pretty much all the labs are in the school. There's like one room that's got 3 of them in there. He asked me to do the sheriff's office.
Go to Sheriff's office.
Yeah, do you guys even need these in administration at all?
Principal Fuller?
You know what? Now that you mention it, what's the fanciest one you got?
Oh, so now you have funds, huh?
Well, I think your father would agree that while we are all equal, some of us are more equal than others, and
Listen, up glasses. The latest model we have is an Apple Macintosh. As far as I'm concerned, you guys peeped out and you got Commodore 3s. Came out last year. So, Fortunately, if you want the nice one, your little buddy right behind me is gonna have to work up some dough. We don't really get a lot of Apple products up here, so you can convince the folks at HQ to send a Macintosh to Grand Marais, that I'd be delighted to set it up here.
What do you say to that, Mr. Super? You know, you, Mr.
No.
Superintendent,
Mr. Superintendent, what?
sir.
That's right. You know, I would be very glad to fund an Apple Macintosh. If only the test scores could, meet the quota this year. And is that the case?
You're depending on the
Give me a charm roll.
you're depending on the students to score well, so you could put in your own computer.
Oh, it's not for me. For Principal Fuller here. I got a 15.
It's like, by all means, sir, we will do our very best. I'll tutor myself.
Dude.
That's the initiative I like to see. If you don't mind, I would like to talk to you in a second, but before that, can I have a word with you, Stan, out in the hallway, please?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
And I want to kind of like in a hush tone. Did you say that you set up a computer in Coach Sheriff's office?
Yeah. I set that thing up like an hour ago.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about that. What I am concerned with, something seemed a little bit off today. Obviously, he is, off investigating, but
There's 10 people dead, and I
Yeah.
saw that sleazebag smooching up,
oh, Rhonda.
yeah.
Yeah, Lunch Lady Rhonda. Yeah, I know about that. Just found out today.
Maybe at the theater or whatever.
That's where it should be. Great question. So here's the thing. I think I may have given Coach Sheriff a little more leniency than I have intended to. And it seems like he is partaking in a little bit more fun on the sidelines than I had initially noticed. Did you perhaps find anything within Coach Sheriff's office?
Well, he had a Radio Shack box with an order slip. And I'll take just that out of my back pocket. And I don't know, the other thing I saw in there is he had tickets to go see Beverly Hills Cop at 7 p.m.
Oh yeah, featuring Eddie James, right? Not Eddie James. Eddie
Yeah. Eddie James.
Eddie Murphy. Yeah. Right. We have the same name, same birthday. Could you believe it? Both dashingly handsome. I know. Anyways. But you said he went to the theater last night.
Apparently. I mean,
Apparently.
you said it was like tickets plural, right? Okay, it's just
This one.
yeah. I don't know what kind of weirdo sees Beverly Hills Cop by himself. Sure, that movie sucks ass anyway.
It's actually a great movie. I love that movie, son.
I love that movie.
You should see. Now that's a real movie there, son, instead of your Asian mumbo jumbo. But that's besides the point.
You wouldn't know cinema if it slapped you.
You couldn't
With
think a
that,
real fight if it slapped you in the face, son. I know those nunchucks are just for show.
Those are fighting words, but
Will, why do you sound like the guy
Just
from the family video and Stranger Things?
I don't know that
You
one.
wouldn't know. You wouldn't know cinema if it slapped you in the face.
No, it was inspired by a kit from Napoleon Dynamite, but I
Yeah.
don't think I'm pulling it off that well.
I'm enjoying it. So
It's
Oh yeah,
working.
it sounds good.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
definitely
it's
working.
there.
Will, you need to get into voice acting.
I'm in the wrong place to do it.
Oh, me and Cubs over here like absolutely cooking in the back of this cop van. By the way,
Bro, dude, we've been role playing in like the one-on-one chat for no reason. Like we don't even have to. It's like us chatting, but
That's great. I'm all about it.
yeah, we just come up with. Not only did we just come up with a plan to like find out what's going on, we just come up with a plan to like pull a prank on like the most popular kids.
This is Will right now.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the fan video. Yeah.
Well, Dad, if I were to fight you on your school premises, kick me out instantly. But you should listen. If you're gonna say those words to me, you need to meet me at the local dojo. Okay? Then maybe we can.
Dojo.
Yeah, maybe we can have a real spar. All right? Yeah, you know our neighbor, Mr. Chuck Fieldler.
Yeah. What about him?
Yeah, he runs like a local dojo.
I don't know if I'd lose this battle, son, but I definitely lost the battle of raising a successful child. So
Yeah, berate me all you want. Is this really the professional workspace to be doing that?
I mean, I do have bigger fish to fry.
All you had to do was fund my dream, but now, as soon as I get enough money, I'm buying that. I'm buying that Greyhound ticket to go to Hollywood, and you're gonna see me on the big screen when you see your shitty Beverly Hills Cop 2, and you're gonna regret that you didn't support me enough to get into Beverly Hills Cop 1.
I got 100% you like going to Los Angeles for a couple months and then moving to, like Hong Kong to be in those crappy like Chinese action movies.
Dude,
You play like the white. You're like the white guy that's like the
Like Iron Fist in the Defenders.
yeah.
You know,
I was the white
Son-
guy in Jackie Chan movies before he was doing those movies called that he did with
Like a
Rush Hour?
John, just like a ring in the
What?
bell. Oh, go, Johnny, go.
Are you talking about the one with Owen Wilson?
Shanghai Nights, bro.
Yeah.
Shanghai News.
Rush
Shanghai
Hour?
Nights. Those are
I'm
good.
thinking of
Rush Hours.
I was thinking of Rush Hour. I was like, he did movies with a white guy before he did with a black guy.
I'd say Chris Tucker is not white.
That's
He's not from the Isle of Caucasus.
That's not what I
You know-
said, but
you know, son, I had a dream for you. You could have gone to Minnesota State University. You know, people say it's the Harvard of the Midwest.
I don't think
Who
that's even
said
a
that?
thing.
Minnesota State University.
Let's Google. We gotta have
That's right.
like lore accurate.
It's a real university, but
Yeah, it's in Moorhead. It's
Yeah.
in Moorhead.
Mankato?
Mankato, yeah.
Minnesota State University.
What's the
The Mavericks, Stomper, the Mavericks. You could have been like
oh,
your
you could've been
father,
Minnesota
son.
Maverick.
You could have been a Maverick. Now that's a movie right there. Top Gun. Pure Americana.
Dude, back in the 80s, it was about like the regular Minnesota school. Their hockey program was really good. Not a
He couldn't
true
afford that.
Minnesotan.
Edward Miller cannot afford that. He went to
Maybe if he was the
Okay,
Minnesota State
well, as a
University.
superintendent, he would have Buddy to
Now
make
I
his son
would.
be a gopher.
If he could get the superintendent spot, then he could afford to send you.
Yeah. Now that's the Harvard of the Midwest.
When I'm rolling in dough, soaking in all the babes in LA, I'm gonna have enough money to go to Minnesota State 50 times over. I don't get to get every single degree they have.
You're going to graduate from Minnesota State 50 times over with the money you make from what movie? Just name me the plot of the movie that you're planning on starring in. Do you have an idea?
You think I got?
Do you have an idea of what's your future?
You think I
Do you have any-
got execs on speed dial or something?
You're talking about being a movie. Name me a movie plot that you would be in successfully. What is all that
Jaws
karate
3.
mumbo jumbo?
Jaws 3D in 2015.
Bro, he stars in a movie where a dad loves him.
Now that's a fantasy.
Yeah.
You hear about this script being written currently about a dad and his 3 sons. They're the 3 ninjas.
Ooh.
You could have been like your
Instead of Rob
old
Schneider as the third ninja. It's you.
Yes.
yeah. You could have been like your old man and gone to Minnesota State, but now you're just stuck in my basement.
Well, I don't know if you recalled, but I put in an application and I was accepted for the School of Acting, but
Acting's not a real job, son.
yeah, because one day
Just like communications major
I got home,
or any liberal arts.
I got home
Hey.
and it said my offer was rescinded. Now I called them and the admissions office said they didn't know what happened, but that there was nothing they could do about it.
Isn't that a shame? Nothing that they could do about it, son.
It's Rob Schneider. Is that Rob Schneider? That's not Rob Schneider.
Yeah, that's Rob Schneider.
That's great. You loved my 3 ninjas pull, didn't you?
That was tight. That was tight. His name is Iggy in the movie.
No way, that's Rob Schneider. That's wild.
Son,
Well,
I
like
can't
Rob
believe I'm going to
Schneider's
ask you to
like-
do this. I'm going to ask a favor from you. Your job, your dead-end job might be useful just for once. Would you let me know where that order invoice comes from? I'll make a deal with you. I'll buy you a new whatever his name is. Bruce Yang. Min Yang. Something about a dragon.
Talked.
The revolving door dragon.
You talked.
Exit the dinosaur.
You talked all the smack. Your own abode. And that would make the third hostile environment I find myself in the last 24 hours. Now, I don't know if you knew this, but I still have money to buy my own things. And I don't need your petty offer to tell you where this order was delivered to. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a job to get going. And
You better.
I'm just gonna leave out the front door and back.
You better get back right here, Stan. You don't understand whose house you're living under. It's the future superintendent.
Tell Mom I won't be coming home tonight.
I just want to yell, Stan!
I'm headed out that.
Yeah.
I'm going to my happy place.
As you both end up at the theater.
Radio Shack.
I'm gonna be going to the Velvet Lounge after work though first.
Yeah, so if they is a theater near the Radio Shack, I guess we can talk it up to like yes for plot
Yeah,
reasons. And say
as
like
a pretty small town, it's all fairly close anyway.
yeah, so probably I'll see like bunch of like the police barricades up, and then I imagine like the Radio Shack is probably within like the 2-block portion where the theater is, so it's blocked off.
Yeah, absolutely. And you may even see, I don't know if you'd see this or not, you may even see Leslie and Kyle in the back seat of a government vehicle.
And a barefoot Southern kid chasing him.
If he's chasing, then you'd for sure see it.
Yeah, I'll just see them and I'll be like, oh shit. I'll turn off the van and step out, and I guess just talk to whoever's closest to the barricade.
Yeah, so
Yeah, what's the dealio?
What do you
I
think?
gotta drop this van back off at work.
where have you been? Haven't you heard of the murders on the news?
Yeah, but did you have to block off the Radio Shack too?
Sir, this is an active crime scene. That's not our greatest concern.
Okay, I get that, but it seems like in the interest of keeping traffic and daily things to a flowing state, blocked off maybe a little too much. But I can see it was because you guys didn't have enough parking spaces, right?
Yeah, small towns, you know how it is.
Did I see what direction the car pulled off Leslie and them off to?
So right now that car is actually parked on scene.
And they have arrested high schoolers for this investigation.
Sir, you came in here with a tone I didn't appreciate in the first place, but now you're starting to pry into personal matters. And quite frankly, even if I wanted to tell you, that'd be a major violation of these children's rights to go
Okay.
and spread all their misdeeds
I-
to every hooligan who comes and asks a question.
Hooligan. Yeah. Whatever. I'm just like, I guess just like idly sit by the van or something because I have nothing better to do.
Okay. So by this point, Kyle is definitely awake. You guys are both handcuffed, and you're in the back seat of this van. It's got the child locks on for sure.
Well, this sucks.
Are these standard issue handcuffs?
Yeah.
You practice
Can I
magic,
use-
don't you? Your character practices
back.
magic. You get out of these all the time.
I just thought of
I
something.
actually,
if there,
I made my. Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say?
no, if there's like radio equipment in the in this van, can I try to like hijack onto the police line or something that might be in their cop car?
Absolutely. Give me a brains roll with like, I don't know what your skill does. It'd be like a +2 or something, or +1.
Yeah, it's a +1.
Okay.
That's a 6.
That's after your +1.
Stuck in the middle with you.
Oh man, that's gonna be. I'd say that at with a 6, the DC was gonna be a 7. So I would say that you could like make out something on these channels, but it's not very clear to you. Like you could every once in a while catch something, but
Well,
Can
this
I
sucks.
use,
Can I try to
my
like
gross-
talk into it? No, I'll let you go ahead, James.
Oh no, you're fine. I took gross as one of my attributes, and I can dislocate my various joints because I get stubbed into lockers so much.
yes.
Can I like dislocate my thumbs and slip through?
Give me. What do I want to call that? Flight or grit? Your call.
Ooh, I'll go grit because I have way better grit. I got a 3.
I roll assisted.
Can you tell me how you help him?
Terrible roll.
Kind of push him over a little bit, like this is how you do it. And I kind of like grab the chain, like lift it up a little bit. I kind of lift it up just a little bit so he gets a little bit more leverage he wouldn't have had.
Okay.
I use grit. I don't know if my D4 is going to help you any.
I would say maybe brawn.
Ooh, okay. That's my D6 is going to help you.
Hey, anything helps.
That's a 3.
It's gonna be.
Plus
It's a lot.
4.
There you go. I was gonna say it's gonna be a lot easier to assist someone dislocating something than it will to actually dislocate it on yourself.
And so like he picks up and I'm like, this is going to hurt. And you're just like, what? As a dislocated stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so his thumb, it's not his typical condition of like pop in and back out. It's gonna hurt, but so your hand is kind of inept
all
for a
like-
little while now. Yeah, but you did slip the cuffs.
Heavy Houdini did this. This is very easy, and I want to try to like.
And like,
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
like
just
bite
allow
down.
it.
I'm like bite down on my shirt because they could hear you when you scream.
Give me another grit just to see if you get injured doing that one.
Please be better.
Oh, no.
It's a 1.
No, it's
I
gonna
put
hurt.
a D20 as my grit because I was like, oh, I'll be bad at everything else, but this I'll be good at. But apparently I'm just bad at everything.
Bro, I feel like all the D20s up until this point have been like exploding, like nat 20s. Anyway, yeah, so at this point, I'm still gonna say that you slipped the cuff, just because it doesn't seem like you would fail, but you are gonna be injured because it's a thing, It's difficult even though you've practiced it.
Yeah, because I actually broke his finger.
Yeah, you thought you were helping me dislocate my thumb. You just broke my hand.
But it's okay because it's cool. Like now, how do I get out of these things? You did think about getting me out of these things, right? You did think about getting me out, right?
Okay, I'm scared to do them back to back, but I know I have a couple of adversity tokens now. I also have. I took prepared. Now, both as
Oh yeah, you
a
get it.
nerd.
You get it whenever you fail a
Oh,
roll,
sorry.
right?
You get an adversity token for every single fail that you roll,
Oh, I have
and
a
they
lot
can
of
be
those.
shared amongst players. Sorry, I haven't been
I'm a
reminding anybody of that.
Oh, I've kind of been keeping track of mine a little bit. I think I've had some slip past me, but as a magician and a nerd, and my father works in the government, would I potentially have in my backpack handcuff keys?
I would not think necessarily handcuff keys as much as something you could use like as a standard lockpick.
Okay, I'll take it. I got some lockpick-esque things.
Yeah. Okay.
Bobby,
Give me brains or flight,
All right.
and I'll say that's going to be a DC of. I'll say it's a DC 8. DC 8.
DC 8? Okay, I'm rolling a D12 for brains right here. It went off the table. I'll reroll. I got a 10.
Heck yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so you're fairly easily able to slip these off.
just be like, I want like kind of put my hand up real quick, quietly. And
I would have said that was at -2 for your broken thumbs, and I forgot, but you still would have passed. So
be like, I'll dap Leslie up on his broken hand. No,
Oh, he's gonna hold it up for like a high five, and I'm like, but he has to cover my mouth because I try to scream.
Now that was cool. Try to open the door. Try to open the door to see.
Is there anybody in the front of the car that we're in?
no,
Oh, okay. So like I was thinking we were moving down the road.
no, you're parked back outside the crime scene.
So can I quickly
And-
like look up and see if there's like an unlock button on the top, like the front of the door? I can click it to unlock it. I want to try to reach up and see if there's like an unlock button and click it.
Yeah.
All right. And
Yeah, that was basically what I was gonna do too, because I was not supposed to have this
So,
alarm go off.
like, there's
a
like a crime scene to the right. I want to like go out the left, like open the door and go out the left.
So you hit the unlock button, and even though the door is unlocked, there are still child locks on the door. So you'll have to like exit through a front door.
Oh no! I also roll the back window down on the left. And Duke's a
Okay, yeah.
Duke's
There
a
you go.
hazardous mug.
There you go. That'll work.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had child locks in the 80s.
I'll like
No.
scramble out like really awkwardly and like fall onto the sidewalk.
And I
Get up and
pick
be like-
Leslie up. We gotta go. And we take off running.
All right, I would imagine that Stan sees this since he's like watching this.
Into the Radio Shack.
Bar.
Into the Radio Shack. Go.
Yeah, I was in the van like messing with the radio equipment, but I probably would.
Yeah, we'll take off into the Radio Shack. That's the last place they would think about looking for us.
Awesome. Dwight, what are you doing right now?
Yeah, great talk.
He's looking for
Fell
chickens,
asleep.
dude. Don't you know?
Yeah, he's either hunting for chickens or he was just already
I
there.
apologize. I'm responding to a inquiry of our company. I apologize.
No worries.
No worries, man.
This
Get your
lady-
Do you want to be
Night.
at Radio Shack already?
No, somebody just messaged me on Instagram. Well,
All right.
what are we at? Where am I at?
They just
I'm running.
they just broke out of their they just broke out of the van and ran into the Radio Shack to hide.
Okay. And I was last at the mall, right?
Yeah, and you were just running on foot. So I was wondering if you were following them and going to end up at the same place, or if you were just doing your own thing.
Well, I was most definitely like running to the store to buy my suit
Okay.
and thinking that I didn't have much time. I just put on the suit and chased after them in my suit.
All right. Okay. So now you're fully tuxedoed up.
Yeah,
A day
Sprinting. Are you
before.
still bare feet?
a day
Yeah, I
before.
was gonna say bare feet.
I don't, because I just thought like I might not make it home. So I'm barefoot tuxedoed. I'd have to roll a toughness roll, don't I?
You know. Sure. Give me a grit roll.
Let's see here.
I'll say DC 6.
That's a D10, right, for grit?
Sure.
All right.
And while he's doing that, Ed, think about where you're headed to.
So in that back, I did kind of like tell Caleb's character about the prank, and I said that
That's
I said
a
we could like
7.
turn it around on somebody else. Yeah.
I rolled a 7.
Sweet. Okay, yeah, you make it back
15.
safe. You're a little late. You didn't see the whole breakout show like go down, but like you walk in and you see Leslie thumbs, like one thumb broken, the other one injured, at least sprained maybe.
Oh, dude, when we get in the Radio Shack, I want to take like some like an aux cable or something like that, and I've wrapped around his hand to try to make like a makeshift like stent. Like, okay, I think this will work.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so most of the party's together except for Ed. Were you headed to the bar or are you headed out this way?
I'm headed to the lounge.
Yeah, heck yeah.
I'm headed to the Velvet Lounge.
My dear.
Yeah, so
it's such a great song. Are we?
yeah, so you walk into the lounge and it's kind of hazy, lots of neon, velvet cushions, and there's a bartender who kind of waves you on. I could take you out of hand.
I'll walk over there and I'll sit down.
Spend my dollar on beer.
What'll it be for you?
My hottie toddy. F
was-
State. And
what's-
LSU.
I'll just take a beer.
Any preference?
Just Michelob. I'm
Oh, Mick.
a Mick
Michelob
guy.
guy.
Bro,
Yeah.
Michelob Ultra did not. It was no Ultra in the 80s.
Was there not?
I promise you, it wasn't.
Give me a Coors Light. I don't care.
Oh, okay. I
You
see.
didn't want to choose
Yeah.
the champagne of beers? Oh, yeah.
I know.
Yeah, Michelob Ultra come out in 2002.
All right. Well, it's part of this campaign, whether you like it or not.
They were
Okay.
like 1 year later after
All right,
9/11. They were like 9/11 happened, and that's so sad. You know what would make the world a better place? A superior light beer.
Well, it exists in this timeline.
Yeah, give me good old Mick.
All
Oh
right.
my God, they're invading
okay.
Iraq. Let me pop open my 96 calorie beer.
She gets your beer, and she hands it to you, and she says, it's crazy about what happened at the theater.
Yeah, quite crazy.
And my dollar.
I wouldn't expect it to happen in a town like this at all.
Need to go to do my
I know. I mean, back in the city, it can happen to anyone, I guess. But out
And
here in
LSU.
Grand Marais,
in Tennessee too.
well, Mister, I take it if you're ordering a Mick Ultra, are you here to see anybody?
It's in a bottle, by the way. It's $3.
I was told to meet someone here later on tonight.
I see. Anyone
Mr. Smith?
Oh, I see, Mr. Smith. Yeah, he comes here every once in a while.
Is there a booth I
He,
should wait at?
Yeah. I imagine well they used to always request the same bartender, but she's been missing for a while. Misty? Yeah, they would always sit in that booth there in the corner, and then when she clocked in, or if she was here, she would take them to the back room and give them some privacy, and they could talk about all the matters there.
How long has she been missing for?
Oh, well, really just, she went missing a while ago, a couple weeks ago, and she showed back up after work. Somebody saw her walking That she was out in the country and she was covered in dirt and she kind of was talking crazy after that, but she went back to work and things started to get
Where did they
normal and
find her
then
at? Okay, so
she
real
was
quick, uh,
yeah.
I'm just. Do I know? Okay, so I know Will showed me the order form, kind of, with this
Mhm.
character. Um, I don't know, like, what did I get? Would you say? Will I got a good enough glance in order to see like the details of the order form on there?
On
Yeah, I
mine?
mean you were asking for him specifically
Yeah,
and I would say that you got that
the
at
Radio
least.
Shack order form.
Yeah.
I don't think
I'll leave it up to her.
I don't think I like flashed it.
Yeah.
Like if I
I don't
took it
remember.
out, if I took it out, it would probably still be like folded in half or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I just
I
want to
knew
see
that he
how much
asked you
my
for it. I
character
just didn't
knows.
know if you showed it or not.
Yeah. I just want to know how much my character knows.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally valid.
With how much shit you talked.
Yeah. I know.
But
But
yeah,
I've
she didn't
I
show
told
up
you.
today for a shift. She's been back in town after she went missing the first time, but she didn't show up for a shift today.
This is common for her.
Not at all. I mean, other than the one incident, but I just get scared. I haven't checked in on her yet. I
Yeah.
just found out she didn't come in today, but she had been talking about seeing what was that movie with the cop?
Oh, Beverly Hills Cop.
That's the one.
Yeah. Okay. You know Eddie Murphy? Him and I share the same
What
birthday.
a brilliant man. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's something special, huh?
It is something quite special. Now that's a movie. To that old, I don't know. My son likes to watch this old riff raff. I don't understand
Oh,
him.
kids these days. I mean,
I know.
I miss the old movies, the
The good
the
stuff.
film noir I grew up on.
Some good old Casablanca, you know what I mean?
Nothing like it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I do think that's interesting though, just because one of our teachers has gone missing for a little bit too. I don't think there's any overlap, but
No kidding.
yeah. 2 days.
How long has she been gone?
Yeah, 2
3
days.
days.
No call, no show.
2 days. Wow.
Nobody wants to work anymore. Like, listen,
Nobody.
I
I
don't get it.
mean, how do we vote in President Reagan with a landslide and all of a sudden the work ethic is just out the window? You'd think that
I
there'd
don't
be
know.
some consistency.
I mean, Minnesota voted differently. I don't know. Maybe it's just we're just true to Governor Mondale. You know what I mean?
Oh, that was wow.
Yeah.
Good old governor.
Good old Governor Mondale. Anyways, I probably should go see Mr. Smith.
Okay, yeah. So you walk over there, and by the booth that she mentioned, nobody's there yet, but Mr. Smith walks in shortly after you and comes to have a seat.
Mr. Smith.
Well, Superintendent Miller, I'm happy you decided to join me today.
Sounds like there are some promises on the horizon. Don't want to
Yeah,
miss out
well,
on the bright future.
let's just say that Uncle Sam is invested in certain men of great capacity who are willing to do maybe above and beyond what the average patriot even would do. Someone really willing to make the tough calls.
Let's get down to it. What are you asking me?
Nothing in particular right now, but there's going to be some times when we need some favors, and we just want to know that you can agree without asking too many questions.
You make yourself very vague here now, Mr. Smith. I'm a big fan of numbers and seeing, tangible things. These are all very vague.
Something tangible for you is super intendant.
And he gets like a little bit of a smile creeps on his face. What can you tell me about the superintendent role?
Well, I can tell you that there's some men who are not real patriots, like Mr. Goldstein. I'm sorry. And
That John never was a true patriot.
never was.
No.
See, I believe in protecting the homeland and morals as much as the next guy, but sometimes there's just calls you have to make for the greater good, and he's not a kind of man who can do that. Weak of stomach, I think.
You're just saying stuff I already know. I want to know, how can you secure this?
Oh, a couple of phone calls here and there. I mean, we have more resources than you would think.
I'll hear something interesting, Mr. Smith. Is this because, just putting two to two together, I can tell you're from some big hotshot government agency, am I right? Or some secretive government agency that no one has ever heard of, acronyms, so long as the I can see. But
he's a man of great observations.
That's right, the TSA. Or
UPS.
the Homeland Security.
Chung.
Yeah, you literally said Homeland. It should just be Homeland Security.
As soon as he said as soon as he said Homeland, bro, I had to add our national anthem.
No,
I
Mr.
added
Smith.
it within the. I was really busting out laughing as I was adding it to just a minute ago.
Mr. Smith. So, when can you guarantee the superintendent job for me?
I'll tell you what, if you just make sure that no feathers get too ruffled the next couple of days and nobody gets into a panic over this theater incident, I think I can make some phone calls and you should hear something by the end of the term.
Now, I'm a little curious. What happened at, I'm assuming, Beverly Hills Cop 2? Oh, was it 1?
I was talking about my role.
Oh.
What you'd see me on the screen would be 2.
What happened in this Beverly Hills Cop?
Well, it's a great film starring Eddie Murphy.
Oh.
This whole thing is just becoming an ad for Beverly Hills Cop.
Hey, you want to know a fun fact? I was also born on Eddie Murphy's birthday, and we share the same name.
That's something.
Ooga, 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 chaka, ooga, 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 chaka.
Let's just say, Mr. Williams, that I value a man who doesn't raise too many questions.
My name is Mr. Miller.
That's right.
He's
Yeah.
also a tax evader.
Well, your name is not Mr. Goldstein. So if you want to keep it that way, in my book at least, I'm going to need you to stop asking questions.
They're gonna feel like
Are you in or are you out?
Let's make a deal. I'll shake my hand. I'll put my hand out to like shake his.
He goes to take it.
Yeah.
His taste is on.
This is going to be,
my
I think you're going to enjoy this partnership.
For another.
It's like a mutually beneficial.
As
Got a book from you, girl.
Mr. Smith stands up
I
and
don't need no cure.
waits by the bar for a second.
Take the victim. And for sure.
And at the same time,
Good Lord.
Coach Sheriff walks in and greets him.
Keep it up, girl. Yeah, you
Coach.
turn me on.
Coach,
Ah,
Coach.
Got a feeling
Okay. What are you up to here, Coach?
don't believe it. The sheriff's in love with me.
So are you gonna walk up to their conversation?
Oh, okay. No, I thought that he was walking up to the table. Coach Sheriff was walking up to the table.
Oh, no, Mr. Smith is gonna leave the table and he's gonna go greet the sheriff.
No, I just want to sit back and watch for a second.
Yeah, so they kind of exchange words. You can't really hear exactly what they're saying, and then you see Miss Rhonda comes in behind him with a cardboard box, and they kind of go to that back room escorted by the bartender.
Can I see, like, I just kind of like want to walk by slowly, see if I can kind of peek in there and see if I can see anything.
Yeah, so you see that the cardboard box is from Radio Shack, but the contents are actually all what looks like prom decor.
Interesting.
What the dog doing?
It's all just prom decor in the box.
Yeah, that's all you can tell from a glance.
Can I just like linger for a second as well?
Yeah, they're gonna, as you kind of linger, he makes eye contact with you, and as he's about to walk into the back room, he's just gonna say, "We'll be in touch," and then he goes back and shuts the curtain.
Okay. I want to. I'll leave this place.
And as he opens the curtain, you just hear this in the background.
I want to take my car and I kind of want to drive by the movie theater just real quick.
Absolutely. Yeah, so you would see, the deputy's car. You would see that the stand van is parked out by Radio Shack, kind of in an inconvenient spot because of the blockade.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Oh, you'd see, you'd see the blockade and the two people outside, and then you would see the stand van parked kind of awkwardly because of the blockade. But you would be able to tell that he was there at Radio Shack.
Oh, he's there at Radio Shack and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's like right across kind of from the theater.
Yeah. I just kind of want to sit there and just kind of like just scope out the area, just see if I can see anything that's going on.
Yeah, so as you do so, the agent, which I guess you don't know he's an agent, but he's a man in a suit with the earpiece.
Yeah.
He's gonna kind of touch his ear and walk calmly back to his vehicle. He's gonna realize that something's missing, and he's gonna radio into his earpiece, and he's gonna get in and drive off, headed south.
I don't know if this is a good idea. I want to see if I can follow him for a little bit.
What did you add, Toby? To see him fucking cackling.
Toby is cracking up, but I have no idea what he's laughing at.
He's adding some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely follow him though.
Okay.
So tell me what's happening in Radio Shack.
Oh man, I don't fucking know. Not there.
This music is happening.
Yeah.
This music is happening in Radio Shack.
All right. Is that it?
I'm guessing
chilling out at Radio Shack.
Toby's just chilling out.
Something.
And
I have no idea.
All right. Well, Ed, you can
what's
follow.
happening to Dwight outside of Radio Shack?
You tell me.
Dwight is pulling up on this van without his Vans on because he's barefoot, and Dwight is like, "Where these boys at?" So I'm looking in. Do I have to do like inside or something?
No, you can just look.
I don't see them in there.
Is this before he drove off? I'm guessing.
This is before they drove off.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna run around, look for them.
Okay, where do you go?
I mean, what's around me?
Radio Shack, a gas station, the crime scene.
Back at the crime scene again? That's crazy. Well, the nearest thing's a Radio Shack, so I'll probably run up there.
What the fuck?
Yeah, okay, you go in and you see the whole gang except for Ed.
So stupid.
What did it even
What was
say?
that?
I was
I
really
just said that.
It's Cotton Eye Joe.
I don't think it's
over
that
it's,
funny.
it's pretty freaking funny.
Dude, I just look over at one point and Toby's like literal tears are streaming down this man's face, and he's red as a
Dude,
beet.
I know. I was
here-
like, something's happening, but
Dude,
I have
I'm
no idea
listening.
what.
I was just listening to sounds and I randomly clicked that one, so it just was like out the blue. So it caught me off guard. It was so funny. Oh, I haven't laughed that long in forever.